around me so I could lose it just once. I just want to lose it once. I want to have a bad day. And I can't. Like, I can't even be overwhelmed and have a bad day because no one else has their shit together.
Hey y'all, the Kardashian machine is in full emergency mode right now. And insiders are whispering that Kim might be spiraling harder behind the scenes than anyone realized. Word on the street is that Hulu is quietly panicking over the ratings drop, and Kim's allegedly scrambling for the kind of headline that keeps her from fading into background noise. Some people are even saying she's cycling through PR chaos, like it's oxygen lawsuits, fake scandals, glam shock parenting moments, anything to make the internet look her way again. And now, the storyline floating around Hollywood is that this hit on me narrative wasn't leaked by some mystery source, but possibly cooked up from inside her own camp just to manufacture sympathy and keep her name trending. If that's true, then we might be watching one of the biggest desperation rebrands in reality TV history. Okay, so we need to talk about what's happening with Kim Kardashian right now, because it is unhinged. Like, genuinely unhinged. And I'm not being dramatic. Actually, scratch that. I am absolutely being dramatic, but like, warrantably. Kim is spiraling in real time, and the internet is watching it all unfold like a car crash in slow motion, and honestly, it's getting sad. It's getting really sad.
Why did you sign up for American Horror?
Because it's iconic. And I love to do iconic shit.
So here's where we start. Kim's Hulu show is tanking, not dipping, not slowing down. Tanking, like the numbers are in the trash can next to last season's Yeezy samples. We're talking a viewership drop so bad you'd think half the audience got up and walked straight out of the Kardashian universe altogether. And honestly, a lot of them did. And Kim knows it. You can see it. She's not thriving girl boss era posting anymore. She's subtle panic disguised as aesthetic reels posting. Suddenly she's everywhere again, popping up in random interviews, soft launching new narratives, trying to spark another cultural moment, but it's giving force. It's giving please still care, because everyone online is asking the same question. What is Kim even doing anymore? And that question is lethal, because for someone who built her entire brand on being the moment, the second people realize there's no moment anymore, the illusion cracks. If the audience has to search for a reason to care, that means the era is shifting, and she's no longer the one steering it. But instead of, actually doing something about it, Kim does what Kim does best. She deflects. She starts blaming Kanye. Oh, he's putting stuff out about me. He's this, he's that. And everyone's like, girl, why are we talking about Kanye now? Why is this suddenly the villain origin story we need to tell? It's so convenient. The timing is so transparent. It's a distraction tactic. And honestly, even the casual observers are like, wait, hold on. What's the actual motive here? Because blaming your ex for your failing career is like, that's a desperate move. That's a I have nothing else move. Speaking of transparent, let's talk about the North. Kim's 11-year-old daughter, in a lace front, full glam, timed perfectly with the promotion season. And look, I'm not trying to be cruel here, but the internet collectively went yikes when this happened. Because it's not a cute mother-daughter moment. It reads like an attention stunt. It reads like desperation. It reads like, I need content, I need engagement, and I'm willing to use my childhood to get it. That's the vibe people are getting. And honestly, then there's the whole actress pivot. Kim wants to be taken seriously as an actress now, like genuinely serious. And the internet collectively said, you know what? Go back to American Horror Story. Go back to that thing you did once. And Kim's out here trying to force this energy that just does not land. It feels exhausting to watch. It feels forced. It feels like someone trying to be something they're not, and the desperation is like audible. The Skims promo, bush thong.
How funny are these merkins, you guys? We have different colors, different hair. This is insane. Skims, baby.
Yeah, you read that right. Wet and wavy hair, boho curly, yaki texture, all glued onto a thong like it's some revolutionary concept. Like, as if that's innovation, as if that's a product people actually asked for. The 70s revival angle? It fell flat. It landed with a thud. And you know what happened? People just bought the Amazon dupes instead, because nobody's paying premium prices for clownery dressed up as fashion. And that's the real problem. Even the price point can't save this anymore. So what's the actual end game here? The billionaire boyfriend era? That's fading fast. Like visibly fading. The shock tactics, they're not landing. The rebrand, it feels forced and hollow, and like, we all see through it. And when you're a billionaire who can't actually move the needle anymore, when your influence is just gone, that's a problem. That's like an existential problem. That's a what do I do now problem. Then Kim comes out with this storyline about someone trying to hit her, someone wanting her gone. And at first everyone's like, wait, what? And then the rumors start swirling toward Kanye. And the internet's collective response was basically crickets, because it doesn't feel real. It feels manufactured. It feels like another plot point that got workshopped in a meeting somewhere. And here's where it gets obvious. The Kardashian Utility Watchers returns October 23rd. And all this chaos, all this noise, it's timed right before the premiere. This is like pattern recognition 101. The correlation with her past PR cycles is insane. It's so predictable that it's almost insulting. Then you've got the Ray J lawsuit situation. Ray J is allegedly being sued for defamation.
Let me tell you something. That was probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me. If you look from then till now, it's the worst thing that's ever been put on my name. It's the most disgusting, the most illegal, and the most distasteful when you have a daughter. So when you're 20 and you just don't give a fuck, you're like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Fuck the world. Y'all don't wanna fuck me? Fuck y'all. I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna fuck your mom. I'm gonna fuck everybody in a year. I'm fucking everybody. And then you fast forward to now where you're the bad guy, and now there's victims and I'm the aggressor or whatever it's called, and then we can't work in the industry no more.
And there's this lawyer's name floating around, Alex Spiro. And when a real lawyer's name gets dropped, suddenly it feels serious, right? But like, is it? Or is this just another PR ploy with a legal veneer on top? Because at this point, we've seen her do this dance so many times that even the serious moments feel like theater. Because let's be real, season 2 ratings spiked because of Ray J and the second tape drama. That's what got people talking. And now there's no new content. There's just recycled scandals. The same stories repackaged, resold. And now Kim's desperately searching for a new hook. She's literally running on fumes from like 15 years ago. Here's what's interesting. Kim avoids opening up about her actual dating life. The Tom Brady rumors, they flopped. And then there was that very public moment at the Bezos wedding where she got absolutely curved, like visibly rejected. And instead of dealing with that, Kim tries to spin some narrative about age or whatever. But the internet saw it. We all saw it. And then you've got the whole Sofia Vergara situation, because apparently Tom had eyes for Sofia. And when Tom publicly defended Sofia, it was like a silent no thank you to Kim. It was subtle, but it was there. And Kim felt that. You can feel that she felt that. So what does Kim do? She pulls North back into the spotlight, more live streams, heavy glam, and the internet's calling it what it is, desperation. Pure, undiluted desperation.
Should we stay on?
Hold on, let me see if I go down. They said, happy birthday, Chelsea. 1 hour? No, I can't stay home for an hour. I gotta watch these kids.
Instead of letting her 11-year-old just be 11, Kim's using her as a content machine. That's the read. And here's where it gets really dark. Kim's admitted that her mom put her on birth control when she was a teenager, like early teens. And there's this whole pattern with Kris of early sexualization. So this isn't just Kim being weird on her own. This is generational trauma playing out in real time on TikTok. That's heavy, because the Kardashians are living in this era where they believe image is everything. Designer everything, delusion everything. Kris is out here in literal imaginary clothes, like digital designs that don't exist in physical reality. And the family's just like, sure, that's real. Image over reality. Reality is optional. And when that's your family's entire operating system, you get this. Kylie's not exempt from this, by the way. She's trying to revive King Kylie, that whole era. But it's not landing. It's not happening. Because China and Jordan executed that vibe in a way that felt organic and real. And Kylie's version just feels corporate and flavorless. Here's why. The old King Kylie era, that was raw. That had cultural energy. That felt like something. The new version, it's focus grouped and diluted, and it has zero soul. And you can feel the difference. Everyone can feel it, and it's not just Kim, it's the whole family. Khloe's energy is like outdated. She's stuck in a time that already passed. And Kourtney's still orbiting. Still trying to stay relevant, still hoping that being near the family name means something. But the magic's gone, because Kim's literally running on attention fumes at this point. She avoids talking about her actual life, the hedge fund stuff, the real relationships, the things that actually matter. Instead, she's clinging to shock content like it's a life raft. And it's not a life raft, it's a sinking ship. And there's this undercurrent of pick-me energy that's honestly sad at her age. Kim's still battling for male validation. Still competing for the spotlight, still addicted to being noticed and wanted, but she's competing with 25-year-olds now. She's surgically perfected and bionic and emotionally empty. And the gap between the image and the person is just massive, because here's what's happening. Kim's aging in the spotlight, and now she's being coded as a sugar mama. She's being coded as the older woman throwing money at younger men for attention, and you can see it bothering her. You can see her reactions, and her reactions show that she can't accept it. She can't accept that the game changed. She can't accept that the rules are different now. The public perception shift is complete. People aren't laughing with the Kardashians anymore. They're laughing at them. There's a difference, and that difference is everything. Hulu's complicit in all of this, by the way. Because the platform's pushing these PR stunts as content. They're enabling this cycle. The real storylines are still hidden. And the fans, they want authenticity. They want something real. They're tired of the manufactured drama. They're tired of the performance. So then Kim revives this "someone tried to off me" storyline. She's reviving it. There's suggestive finger-pointing happening. And the suspicion gets thrown at the wrong person. Or the right person. At this point, who even knows? Because the story doesn't add up. The timeline doesn't make sense. It's just another thing that doesn't feel real. But here's the bottom line. The public's not buying the PR bait anymore. We've seen behind the curtain. We've watched the sausage get made, and what we found was hollow. The show needs raw truth or it needs cancellation. Because the current model is exhausted. It's done. It's over. So the real question is, are you still fooled? Or have you woken up to the fact that the Kardashian empire is just smoke and mirrors held together by desperately timed PR cycles and an 11-year-old in a lace front? At this point, it's starting to look less like fame and more like a full-blown panic campaign to stay relevant. Every headline feels staged, every scandal feels scheduled, and every rumor somehow lands right before another Kardashian rollout. The question isn't what will Kim do next, it's how far she's willing to go before the audience finally taps out. Because the internet is catching on. And once the illusion cracks, there's no getting that mystique back. But hey, this is just what the streets are whispering. Behind the glam, behind the PR spin, something isn't adding up. But what do y'all think? Is Kim done? Or is there some rebrand left in her? Let me know down below.